Hello guys, me again Aswat. Okay, the riot in Paris has finally subsided, ended, and I want to talk about it. Is the riot recently happened in June to July, end of June to early July, is because of this kid. He is a immigrant, for Arab immigrant, and he tried to resist arrest by driving his car after he was stopped by police, and as a result the police shot him and he died. After that the riot started to happen. I've been observing this riot happening, and I kind of know what will happen next and the purpose behind it. Okay, now the on the surface level there's always a layer of what is in motion. Okay, because we know the background is one kid got killed and the riot happened. So on the surface, the riot brought out all the Arabs, in quotes, Arabs, immigrant, young people, to come out and destroy things, steal things, and they are talking about taking over France and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. That's on the surface level, because none of their action will bring him back alive. But all of their actions will have a bad thing to happen to them, to these immigrant kids. Okay, people are starting to ask, why is there so many African or Libyan or Arabs, mostly Arabs, immigrants in France? And the reason behind everything, that's why the second layer. Okay, in French politics, there are liberal and right wing. The liberal is quite strong in France. So the liberal sector push for immigration. They are very pro-immigration. They are very pro for Arabs and Africans to come in. Whereas the right wing in French politics is against immigration. So, as usual, because of this riot happened, many violence started to be shown on TV, on alternative media. So you can see as if they are promoting this kind of, violence. And sometimes you can see their faces exposed. They can see the people who are rioting. And sometimes they interview these people who are rioting, young children. They don't know anything. Young kids, teenagers, and I don't see any adults, But something also happened during the riot that shows weapons are being used. People are bringing guns, and how are they acquiring guns, for example? Okay, like I said, the second level, there is the liberal French population who is pro all of this, and the authority let this thing happen, meaning it prolong the thing happen just to show the left, to sway public opinion against bringing in Arabs immigration, putting a stop to it, by showing the left, the liberal, that this is the problem when you have so many Arabs. And the threat of terrorism, the fear of terrorism, see the violence there? They highlight it to show to the people of France, the liberal people, that this is the danger of immigration from Arab countries. When they started to show weapons and whatnot, they bring AK-47 and whatnot, then the question is going to be put to the French public. Look, there is danger here because these people will use weapons. Okay? Now, the riot has stopped. Do you think the police will stop also? No, they won't stop. The police now, because of the riot, have gotten all where the location of the riot, who is involved, because the French migrants mostly live in segregated, they don't live amongst, they don't mix, they don't assimilate, so they live among their blocks, they build their group area, or in other word they call it what is the ghettos, they live in their own ghettos, the Arab ghettos. So now, because when they riot, all the media interviewing them, they happily talking about how bad French is, fuck French and whatnot. Now the French authority know where to detect everybody. They know where all of these people live. Now on the two, what I hit the what do you call it? Hit two birds with one stone. The French authority is doing that. One, to show the violence to the French public, the French liberal left, that this is what happened if you bring in Arabs, immigrants. This is what happened. Because they want to show this, the violence, to show that these people cannot assimilate. These people cannot assimilate. So I bet you when they start to put this into legislation to put a stop to Arab immigration, the left will not resist so much because of this evidence, and they will fight. You see? Now that's why I say they're hitting two birds in one stone. One, to change legislation. You know, France is a strong democratic country because democracy, according to them, comes from Europe, from France. After the French Revolution, they open up. They don't want anymore all this bullshit. They want to pro-democracy now. Because these Arab people, when they keep fighting like this in the streets, they don't realize the French public is very strong, have a very strong leftist side that's allowing these people to come in. When they are revealed, so the police now can go in and capture all of that. Now, besides changing the legislation, all of these Arab people that rebel, when they go into French prison system, my friend, is one of the worst in Europe. It's one of the worst. Any country you can, because fortunately, the French has visited Vietnam, Cambodia, and everything. You can ask people there how the French is. The French is worse than the British occupiers. They are worse. The French is the worst. As evil as the Dutch, but they are worse, the French. So when these Arabs, they go into the prison system, they will learn how truly, how dangerous it is. You don't want to spend a night in French prison. They will regret it. They will, they will have systematic brainwashing inside the prison. Inside French prison, I mean. French authority are crazy, They let this happen to mark everybody, and then they will do the process. So once the legislation part start to roll, and they will put a stop to Arab immigration, done. The whole family will be deported or face more racism. That's what they want to do. The authority want to create that kind of separation, division, so that the racism will put a stop to immigration. You will see, they will learn. That's the bad side of this riot. When I saw it happening, I know already the intention of the French authorities is just to discredit and to destroy the left side about being empathetic to this immigrant. That's what do you think about it? That's my honest opinion about the matter. Let's hope we can learn something from this.